Hello students, welcome to one and all in the online session. Everyone stay home, stay safe and improve your immunity. In Science and Technology of 9th standard, chapter number 1, Laws of Motion. Going to discuss on two important concepts. Those are Newton's third law of motion and law of conservation of momentum. Today's first concept is Newton's third law of motion. Before discussing this concept, we are going to discuss on two important questions. Those are given in Let's Try This on page number 14. Everyone read those two questions and the answer of those two questions are: as the air in the balloon escapes slowly, the boat moves in the opposite direction. This is due to the force exerted by the air on the boat. To the activity, here we have learnt about force and its effects on an object through Newton's first and second laws of motion. However, in nature, force cannot act alone. याचा अर्थ बल एकेरी प्रयुक्त होत नसते. Force is a reciprocal action between the two objects. Means forces are always applied in a pairs. When one object applies a force on another object, then the latter object also simultaneously applies a force on the former object, means the first object. The forces between the two objects are always equal and opposite. This idea is expressed in Newton's third law of motion. The force applied by the first object is called as a action force, ज्याला क्रियाबल असे म्हणतात. While the force applied by the second object on the first object is called reaction force, ज्याला प्रतिक्रिया बल असे म्हणतात. According to this, here we can stated the Newton's third law. Everyone listen carefully and note it in your notebook. Every action force has an equal and opposite reaction force which acts simultaneously. Means action and reactions are the terms that express the force. These forces acts in pairs. One force cannot exist by itself. Action and reaction forces acts simultaneously. Action and reaction forces acts on different objects. They do not act on the same object and hence they cannot be cancelled each other. According to these statements, here asked one of the give reason that is given in our exercise. The examples of Newton's third law of motion are given in Use Your Brain Power on page number 14. First one, while hitting a ball with a bat, the speed of the bat also decreases. Second one, a gun recoils, that is moves backwards when a bullet is fired. And third one, mechanism of firing of a rocket. Here you write the answer of these three questions. Those are also given in this video, so everyone note it in your notebook. Last and important concept is law of conservation of momentum, ज्याला मराठीमध्ये संवेग अक्षयतेचा नियम असे म्हणतात. Everyone listen carefully the derivation of law of conservation of momentum by observing figure carefully. Listen. Suppose an object A has mass m1 and its initial velocity is u1, and an object B has a mass m2 and its initial velocity is u2. According to the formula for momentum, the initial momentum A is m1 u1 and that of B is m2 u2. Suppose these two objects collide. Collide याचा अर्थ एकमेकांवर आदळले. Let the force on A due to the object B be F1. This force will cause acceleration in A and its velocity will become a v1. Therefore, momentum of A after collision is equal to m1 v1, means that is a final momentum of object A. According to Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Here, object A also exert an equal force on B but in the opposite direction. This will cause a change in the momentum of B if its velocity after collision is v2. The momentum of object B after collision, that is equal to m2 v2. If F2 is the force that acts on the object B by an object A, therefore F2 is equal to minus F1. मायनस F1 का? जेव्हा B हा वस्तू A वर आदळतो त्याच वेळेला B या वस्तूचा वेगही कमी होतो. याचा अर्थ तो कमी होणे म्हणजेच मायनस F1. म्हणून F2 इज इक्वल टू मायनस F1 असा आहे. देअरफोर इक्वल टू m2a2 is equal to minus m1a1 because of F is equal to ma according to force equation. Therefore, m2 into v2 minus u2 upon t is equal to minus m1 into v1 minus u1 upon t because of acceleration a is equal to v minus u upon t. Therefore, m2 into bracket v2 minus u2 is equal to minus m1 into bracket v1 minus u1 because of here in the both the sides t are cancelled. Therefore, if you multiplied by external term to internal term, then we got m2 v2 minus m2 u2 is equal to minus m1 v1 plus m1 u1. Therefore, when you change the sides, then we got m2 v2 plus m1 v1 is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Means the magnitude of the total final momentum that is equal to the magnitude of the total initial momentum. Thus, if no external force is acting on two objects, then their total initial momentum is equal to their total final momentum. This statement is true for any number of objects. According to this, here we can explain the definition or the law of conservation of momentum. Listen, when no external force acts on two interacting objects, then their total momentum remains a constant. It does not change. This is a corollary to the Newton's third law of motion. Therefore, this law can be explained by another way. Listen, when two objects collide, then the total momentum before collision is equal to the total momentum after collision. In order to understand this principle, let us consider the example of a bullet fired from a gun. When a bullet of a mass m1 is fired from a gun of a mass m2, then its velocity becomes a v1 and its momentum becomes a m1 v1. Before firing the bullet, both the gun and bullets are at rest and hence the total initial momentum is become a 0. According to the law of conservation, final momentum also has to be 0. Thus, the forward moving bullet causes the gun to move backward after firing. This backward motion of the gun is called its recoil. The velocity of recoil, that is v2, is such that m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to 0 or v2 is equal to minus m1 upon m2 into v1. Here As the mass of the gun is much higher than the mass of a bullet, then the velocity of the gun is much smaller than the velocity of the bullet. The magnitude of the momentum of the bullet and that of a gun are equal and their directions are opposite. Thus, the total momentum is constant. Total momentum is also constant during the launching of a rocket. So, everyone understood about that. The examples of Newton's third law of motions are also an example of law of conservation of momentum. Everyone solved example on page number 16 and also try to solve the exercises number 1 that is given on page number 16 and 17 in your notebook. Thank you and have a nice day. The important questions and answers of these chapters must be given on Saturday.